Hi there. I'm Ed.
Hello, I'm Dan.
Welcome to yet another episode of Unsolicited,
Unsolicited.
the show where we discuss how to disembowel roadkill for consumption.
Yes. And put it up on your wall afterwards.
That's a bad look. It's a bad look. All that dead animal nonsense on the wall. Heads, dead animals. Like, ew, it's gross. You ever know anybody growing up that had that shit, all that creepy shit on their walls?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, not growing up, but
In life.
in life, yeah. They have this whole other house on their lot, and in the house, it's just full of dead birds and little animals hanging up all around.
Taxidermed animals,
Yeah.
they have a house
Fish.
for taxidermed animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gross. It's
Well,
gross.
it used to be like their great aunt's house. And
now they
now,
don't.
now it's just dead animals on the wall.
Well,
Yeah.
is the great aunt stuffed and like sitting there somewhere? She's still there somehow.
It wouldn't surprise me, maybe behind a false wall or something.
All right. Let's get to it, man. You have another.
I have another one, but hey,
column.
maybe this one will be better. I don't know. It's just called Dear Wendy.
Dear Wendy with a Y or an IE?
A Y.
Oh, okay.
And,
I prefer IE.
Oh,
as a spelling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
More interesting to look at.
Yeah. I don't have a date on this or anything. I just clicked on one in the archive.
What is it?
It says, I let my boyfriend talk me into getting a dog, and now I loathe it.
I already like this question. Yeah, hit it. Right. Hit it. Let's go.
I hate dogs. But my boyfriend of 5 years.
She started by saying I hate dogs?
Yes.
Oh God, I love this girl.
I hate dogs.
Or this person. Is it? I don't know. I shouldn't have gendered them.
No, yeah. I hate dogs, but my boyfriend of 5 years loves them. And this has become a huge problem in our relationship. This year, he and I moved into a new rental that, unlike any of our previous ones, allowed dogs. He immediately started campaigning to get one. Campaigning. Like he's like leaving flyers out or something. I repeatedly said no, that it wasn't the right time for me, and that I would be more open to it down the line when we had kids.
She hates dogs anyway. Go ahead.
I had hoped, maybe naively, that seeing kids enjoy a family dog would help me feel better about it. He persisted, telling me multiple times a day how unhappy he was without one and how he couldn't stop thinking about it. Well, that's weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
I felt torn between two horrible choices: either get a dog or be the cause of his unhappiness by saying no. I was scared that if I stood in his way, he would resent me, and it would weaken our relationship. He is prone to depression, and we have had rocky times in the past, including an 18-month separation. Jeez, they couldn't find anyone else. I didn't want things to fall apart again, so I gave in. 6 months later, I loathe owning a dog, just like I knew I would. I feed her, walk her every day while he's at work. I work from home and pay half her upkeep, but I get zero joy from it. I get zero joy from any of it. Even worse, I feel hurt and angry that my boyfriend pressured me to get her and prioritized his feelings over mine. It's hard to move on from this when I am stuck with the dog that we're both responsible for. I want to know how we should have dealt with the situation differently, so we can learn from our mistakes, and how we could possibly come to a compromise on the dog issue, when for the rest of our lives he's going to be desperately wanting one and I'm desperately not. Please help.
Jesus.
Cat Lady 29.
Cat Lady. So she just wanted getting. Oh my God. Okay. It's way too long.
Yeah, way too long.
She's She's an asshole.
Fantastically nutty lady.
She's a massive asshole.
I can just see her fuming as she writes this.
Oh my God.
I'm right. They're gonna see how right I am.
Oh my God. All right. So I guess I don't even know what to give this question. I love it and I loathe it. At the same,
it is a
time.
good write-in advice column type of.
Yeah, I'm going with it. Let's get. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna give her an 8. I'm gonna give her an 8 because
I was thinking a
it's
7. So
it's an entertaining question. It's
Yeah.
a good. It's an entertaining question.
Yeah.
Strong opening. She babbles a little bit, but that's
Right.
often the way it is with crazy
Yeah.
ladies. You know,
and again, they're asking, how to deal with this one problem, and that's not the problem at all, lady.
Yeah. She's off the mark with what she's asking. And like, what kind of compromise are you looking for? That's a living,
Right.
the living creature. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? All right, let's
cut the dog in half. You can have the front half.
She doesn't want any of it. Like the compromise is like you pay for it's upkeep, whatever. We get into that, but like, yeah, this is a anyway. Let's hear the answer.
Okay, let's see.
My God, I hope it's not as long as the question.
What you should have done differently is not move in a rental that allowed dogs. What you should have done differently is not get a damn dog if you hate dogs. If this was an issue that you two couldn't come to an agreement on, then you should have broken up. Dang. You still can. Just let him take the dog. I mean, if two people can't agree on whether or not to have children, like if one person literally hates kids and the other is desperate to be a parent, they should break up. No one with any brain cells would advise a couple like this to go ahead and have a kid and hope for the best. And it's the same with animals. You should not have to get a pet knowing you don't want one simply to make your partner happy, especially if you're going to be stuck shouldering most of the care, giving responsibilities. So what can you do about it now? Well, you can tell your boyfriend you don't want the dog. You don't ever want the dog. And if he's not okay with that, maybe you need to break up. You can ask him to take on at least 90% of the caregiving responsibilities or pay for a dog walker, etc. If he can't be home to take care of the dog, and see how that goes for a while. Maybe you'll feel better, or maybe you'll resent that your boyfriend's money is going to the dog care instead of to the household or things that you would find mutually enjoyable. You could decide to suck it up for 15 years and hope the damn dog grows on you eventually, and that all the resentment you felt toward your boyfriend doesn't spill into your relationship too much, but it will, especially if you live in a cold climate and will have to walk the dog every day all winter long. Here's the last paragraph here. Whether or not you decide to keep the dog, and obviously if you decide to stay together and to rehome Fido, work diligently on finding it a loving, stable home where it will be wanted and loved and well cared for. I'd recommend you and your boyfriend give couples counseling a try. You've established a pattern of your boyfriend basically harassing you until you give in to his demands, and that cannot continue if you hope to have a long and happy relationship. Your needs and desires and wants have to be heard and validated, and you have to learn how to compromise in ways that feel mutually agreeable. I mean, that's what compromise is. It's one person getting exactly what he wants while the other person makes all sacrifice. Fuck that noise. All that said, are you sure it's a dog you loathe? Might there be someone else in your life who's making you miserable that you want to get rid of? That's it.
9. I docked her for suggesting counseling. She was so good. She had it right on the edge.
Counseling wasn't going to work.
Yeah, come on. She said break up like 4 times. She's like, you can try counseling. Like, yeah, she answered the question.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, what do you do? Yeah.
Yeah.
The duh. I like that she swore a lot. She said fuck that noise, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm in. Wendy, man. Wendy's one of my new favorites, man. I'm gonna write her.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. I'll give
I
it an
have
8.
I have a YouTube channel with a guy that I hate. How can I tell him? Oh, I mean, this isn't. It's not you. I have another
the
YouTube
other
channel. It's called Books Unplugged. You should check it out. But that guy's a motherfucker.
All right. I'll
No, so yeah, great answer.
all right. So let's see. So her question was
Yeah, the worst advice possible is obviously arsenic the dog.
arsenic the dog.
Slowly poison the dog.
Does that fall into our no-kill rules? Because it is an animal.
Okay, I guess it's illegal. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay, I got to change my answer. Everybody. I revoke my answer.
Yeah.
Don't. We're not allowed to do harm to anyone. Always the worst advice. Okay. Sell the dog on Craigslist.
Oh, I'd be like, I don't know what happened. Just ran away.
Yep. Ran away. And then if he gets another dog, sell that dog on Craigslist. Just keep selling those dogs on Craigslist every single right when they get home. New puppy. Try to make money on it. Make it a hustle.
Oh, that's good. That's good. At first I was thinking like, like replace the dog with a stuffed animal or something like that, but I don't know. Maybe get a bunch of cats.
Are you trying to lose this?
Maybe like she said cat lady. So maybe she should just be like constantly bringing home cats.
That's good.
Just stop taking care of the dog. Don't even say that you're stop taking care of the dog. Just stop taking care of the dog. Just bring home cats all the time.
Solid work. You win. That's a winner. That's a winner.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you.
Well done.
Yeah, this Wendy, I like the way she writes.
Like the cut of her jib, that Wendy.
Some good prose there.
Yeah, good work. Good work on that one. All right. Well, anyway, hey, you know that's the episode, isn't it? I mean, is that what we're doing?
That's what we're doing. Thanks for watching. Yeah. And if you need some advice, maybe you should ask Wendy.
Yeah, if you need advice, ask. Since Dorothy Dix is dead, you are welcome to ask. Right now, I'd say Wendy, or if it's straight sexual advice, I would ask Chuck Savage.
Yeah. Unfortunately, his column doesn't really work funny for our stuff.
It's usually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's usually pretty solid advice.
And then any advice that we would have to give would be just like,
And it's kind of out of my wheelhouse as far as like, a lot of this stuff is kind of kink and all that cool stuff, all that good stuff. I'm not a particularly kinky person. Sure, I like to choke myself out while I masturbate, but I mean, and I'm obsessed with feet and mannequins. But that's and I obviously have to put lizards in my ears to come. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, it's pretty vanilla shit. You know what I mean? Pretty vanilla shit. All right. Well, hey, thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Please click the like and subscribe button. Also, there's a bell on there if you'd like to be notified every time Dan breaks wind.
I'm saving them in a jar.
A chart. Hey, you guys know what a chart is? Oh, go to chart.com. That's JART.com. This is not a sponsored video. Chart has not paid us yet, but they fucking should. Wonderful gift for anyone on your,
Yeah. If you throw your money away on other people's Patreon sites, well, then you've got money to give to these chart people.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, really, like the advice, always the best advice in any of these episodes is send them a chart.